I'm at VitaFoods Asia speaking with Julian from Nextbio, a company which has developed a new way of creating cold brew coffee. Julian, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you too.
Just explain to me the history behind the company.
Okay, what we realized is when you say you're making cold brew coffee, you let the water go through the coffee powder. And by doing that, you can only produce this amount, and it takes a long time. You will get like 1 liter if you go through that method, and it takes a day. So say you're in a cafe and you want to sell cold brew coffee. For you to do it takes a lot of time and effort. So the simplest way for you to do it is just buy it off somebody else who does mass production. The way they mass produce cold brew coffee is just like the way you make tea. So for example, they put a lot of coffee powder in a big filter and dip it in the water, let it sit for a day, and take it out just like you make tea. And then they sell it to you. That coffee will only be somewhere around 3 to 4 bricks. The bricks is the term we use for the concentration rate of coffee. So if you go to a cafe and buy cappuccino, there's 3 bricks. If thick, it's 5 bricks. So we thought that wasn't really the way we should drink cold brew coffee. And we had this university professor in Korea. He saw the way they produce sesame oil, and he thought that could be it. So he applied that method to create a thicker and a stronger cold brew coffee. So he developed the way, and that's our specialty of producing cold brew coffee. What we are specialized in is the way we grind the coffee bean into a perfect shape. What it does is if you grind it too fine, then the water gets stuck and it doesn't go through the filter. If the powder is too big or in a wrong shape, the water goes through so quickly, and it doesn't contain that much flavor and taste of coffee. So we designed the perfect shape of the fine grind of coffee so that it gives the best taste. At the beginning we produced 20 bricks. Now it's up to 28 bricks. So it's getting stronger.
So for your clients, what kind of applications can they use the cold brew coffee for? So it's not just the actual beverage itself; they can use it in other applications in bakeries.
Because the concentration rate is so high, and that means it has strong flavor and strong taste. We supply to Baskin-Robbins. I'm not sure you know. Baskin-Robbins is a famous ice cream brand like Dunkin' Donuts in USA. We have a lot of that in Korea. They buy our cold brew concentration to make their coffee flavored ice cream.
Okay.
And some bakeries, when they want to make coffee flavored bread or cake, they use our cold brew liquid or powder.
So it's essentially a smaller amount of the cold brew coffee which they can use to create a larger quantity of their products with a different flavor.
For example, this is a dried powder. Using the cold brew liquid, we dry and we powder it. Now this is only 1.5 gram, and it's enough to make a good cup of coffee. So you need to put like 150 mils into 1.5 gram coffee. That's already 100 times. So they don't. So for example, if you're making ice cream and your coffee is not thick enough, you need a lot of it. Then it gets difficult for you to make good ice cream.
Sure. Yeah. And for making the cold brew coffee over a day or a period of days, I imagine it has to be as hygienic as possible. If the coffee is sitting there at the bottom, how do you ensure that it's hygienic, that it's...
For us, it only takes a couple of hours to produce a maximum amount of coffee. And then we pack it right away. Seal it and pack it. Because coffee should not have any preservatives unless it's ready to drink. If you're distributing to cafe or going directly to the consumers, if you add preservative in it, the taste changes. So the life of cold brew coffee is only 30 days.
Okay. And what are your customers and consumers saying about the taste compared to traditional coffee?
Oh, okay. If you're not familiar with the taste of cold brew, you won't like it. Depends on, but a lot of people think, oh, this isn't coffee.
Yeah.
It's not bitter. It's too clean.
Yeah.
So people aren't used to it, but once you get used to it, it takes like 3 or 4 times to drink it. Like for me personally, I drank it, and then I didn't like it, so I went back to espresso based, and guess what? It wasn't good enough, and I had to come back to it. So if you mix it with water, it's like a drink, hydrating drink.
Sure. More refreshing.
Yeah, but if you mix it with milk, wow, it becomes a whole new world.
Yeah.
It becomes a really good coffee. So if you are into latte or cappuccino, if you start drinking latte based on a cold brew coffee, it makes you really difficult to go back to the normal espresso-based coffee.
And do you think with consumers becoming more knowledgeable about coffee and cold brew becoming a bigger trend, you're having to supply them with something that they expect, as a product that they know that they want?
Yeah, exactly. The best thing about cold brew coffee for cafe runners is that it's really convenient. Without hurting the taste of your coffee, you can produce a cup of cappuccino or latte, like say 5 or 10 times faster than the traditional way of doing the espresso. So we have a cafe in Korea. They sell so many cups of coffee a day.
Yeah.
What they do is, because they use this coffee, pour, milk, done. That's it. It's so simple. What they do is, the customer comes and pays for the coffee. They give credit card. Okay, say they come and say, can I have 2 lattes? Okay, get the credit card, transaction, make coffee, and the receipt, coffee, goes to the customer at the same time. Yeah,
it's that
so
quick.
Yeah, very quick.
So going forward, how do you plan to expand as a company? Where do you envisage the cold brew market growing? What do you think?
Cold brew is popular in the USA, and it has grown, and it's a big market there. It came to Japan and Korea, but it expanded really quickly in Korea. So if you go to cafe, every cafe will have cold brew coffee available, and people know about it. And some people are addicted to cold brew; they don't go back to espresso. So it's getting larger. We tried the European market before, and because it's expanded in the USA, they anticipate the same thing is going to happen in the US. And we are also in contact with the big company in Australia, and they said they're really proud of the coffee and the coffee market. They said that even Starbucks didn't make it to success in Australia because people are really fussy and picky about the coffee. Now they tried our coffee and they said this is fantastic, and they want it because it's taste in terms of taste is proven by the Australians.
Yeah. Well, we look forward to finding out more in the future. Julian, thanks for joining me today.
Okay,
cheers.
Thank you.